I'm at Dasa Books with
Don.
And how long have you been in business here, Don?
It's been 12, almost 13 years.
And how's business? How did you start this business?
By the skin of our teeth. Just opened just a few doors down, the same block, but in a sort of a smaller store, actually wider, but not as many floors. And just getting books was the initial challenge. I had books that I had, friends had, went to Jock Market and scoured for more books and just tried to find books any way we could. And then once we were open, then the books started coming to us. People, wanting to sell books, exchange books, local customers, tourists. So since then, the inventory's grown and the business has grown also.
That's good.
So it's been good.
Even in the digital age where everyone's downloading stuff, and with
even in the digital
Kindle
age.
And all that.
Yeah, with all the e-readers and other, various distractions of this, internet and smartphone age, people are still reading books, which is a nice surprise, or it's encouraging. Obviously people that were raised on books are reading books still, and not everybody's converted to e-readers, or people that have. Some people have gone back to books or just prefer real books.
Yeah.
And you still see a lot of younger people, school age, even, children that are 4 and 5 years old, their parents are coming in here and, introducing them to reading, and that's how you do it, I guess, at an early age, build that habit.
Yes.
And it's still happening, so yeah, it's good.
What are your favorite authors and books that really inspired you?
Well, I try and read a variety of things, but I'm pretty much stuck in crime fiction, mysteries, those kind of, some spies, those kind of tales. But a lot of travel books I like to read also, travel and some memoir, biography, history. Try and break up the fiction with some nonfiction too.
I also noticed that all of the books, like the used bookstores in Bangkok, there's always like Hunter S. Thompson. There's always the ones that always do real, like Philip K. Dick. And what are your bestsellers in terms of really old classics that always do well?
Yeah, those kind of things, like the classics or the backpackers' favorites, like the Siddhartha and classic authors like Hemingway and Steinbeck.
Why do you think backpackers like them? What is it about those authors?
Backpackers I think would tend to be more adventurous. They don't read just the mainstream thrillers and those kind of things. They like to go out and seek knowledge, and whether it's by traveling or reading, and maybe those kind of things. Hunter S. Thompson are kind of outside the mainstream and conducive to people's sense of adventure and trying to find new things and see new things and read about new things. So that probably fits in there. This big Shantaram's real popular.
What's Shantaram? I haven't heard of it.
Shantaram, it's a big, very thick, probably 900 pages, 1,000 pages or something. This guy wrote about his experience in India. A lot of it, I think, in jail, and he was in prison. This British author, and Shantaram was his first novel. It was huge, multi-million seller. It's been translated into probably dozens of languages now, and it's a big backpacker's favorite. But the book is very big. I haven't seen a small edition yet. It's a pretty large-sized paperback, but always sells well.
Oh,
and guys like Tom Robbins, older authors, Kurt Vonnegut still sells.
Oh, I love Kurt Vonnegut.
Yeah, but even going back even before that, Agatha Christie books we can never keep in stock.
Really? That's
amazing.
Interesting.
Agatha Christie, even the classics like Charles Dickens, back in the 1800s, and they still sell well. The classics are still classics, and people buy those things, as well as new authors and things they made films of, like The Hunger Games and Gone Girl, and all the popular, what's the one, 50 Shades of Grey, those sell as well. So
do you think but you said business is getting better, so you think the digital age is not ruining your business and it's going to stay?
No, it hasn't. I think if you look at one side of the coin, it's actually helped things, where the digital age, it's like encouraging more people to read, where reading is more accessible now, whether it's by a book or online or by some device. So people, I think, are reading more, actually. You think that's preposterous in this kind of age where people have all this media and other things going on, but people are still reading, and people like to read. So, and books are, I think, still the preferred, even with the convenience of e-readers and all this. I think books are still the one people really like to read books. That feel of a real book and the smell and everything, and yeah.
Donald Trump.
One, he doesn't think before he speaks.